This video will show you how to replace your front sway bar link on this Toyota Corolla. This is part of your front steering and suspension located behind your front wheel. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we have to do is safely raise and support the front of the vehicle so the front wheel's off the ground. After you've done that, we're going to remove all 5 of our 21mm lug nuts and then the wheel. We're going to start separating the sway bar link from the front strut. I've already applied some penetrant in this area. If you were looking at the center stud of the sway bar link, you're going to find that you have an area to install a T40 Torx bit. If yours is rusted, just go ahead and tap it in. Now we'll take a 17mm wrench. We're going to bring it over the mounting nut. And I'll be using a 3/8 drive ratchet on this stud. We're going to be turning the nut counterclockwise and holding the stud clockwise. Let's remove that mounting nut. Now that we have this separated, we can rest it aside. Since you replace sway bar links as a pair, you want to go over to the other side of the vehicle and repeat this exact same process. Once you have the upper portion dislodged, we can make an adjustment to the sway bar to gain access to the lower hardware. Okay, we finished loosening the other side. We're back over here. We can start removing that hardware. Same process, we're going to use our T40 down on the bottom and a 17mm for the mounting nut. Obviously, there's a lot less room for the lower hardware here. Now, if you find that the center shaft is stripped, we're going to use some locking pliers and squeeze along the other side of the sway bar, right along where the boot is here. Get some pliers, line it up. Looks like this is getting close now. Remove that sway bar link. There it is, friend. Prior to installing the brand new sway bar link, let's make sure we clean the mounting areas, starting up along the strut, and we'll make our way down to the sway bar. Now it's time to install our brand new front sway bar link. For the hardware on this, we're going to be using a 5mm Allen head for the center shaft here on the brand new sway bar link. That's how we'll be holding the stud still. We're starting down at the bottom on that sway bar. The sway bar link's going to come through from the outboard side towards the center of the vehicle. Start on your mounting nut. Now that we have that one started on there, I'm going to snug it up. The torque for this is 55 foot-pounds if you can get a torque wrench in this area. Otherwise, just make sure it's nice and tight using your wrench. Repeat the process on the other side of the vehicle. Once you have the sway bar link in place on the sway bar, we can continue on with the upper hardware. Let's bring the upper portion of the sway bar link over towards our front strut next. Slide that into position. We'll start on our mounting nut. We'll snug this up and torque it to 55 foot-pounds. Now that we have this side sway bar link torqued, you need to go over to the other side of the vehicle and repeat this exact same process. Let's get our wheel in place. Now at this point, we're going to start on all 5 of our 21mm lug nuts. We'll bottom them out, get the wheel safely on the ground, and we can torque these to 76 foot-pounds. With the wheel back on the ground, let's torque each one of our 21mm lug nuts to 76 foot-pounds. torqued. Okay friend, we finished the installation of one side of our vehicle's front sway bar links. The process for one is the exact same thing as the other. Once you've completed both, go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.